Well, howdy. My name is Justin Faulkner. I'm the student pastor of Vicar Bible Church. I've got the privilege of knowing Josiah. It's been a joy, and today I'm just going to talk about my love for coffee. I love it dearly. It's my first love. I often joke with my wife. Well, she jokes with me and says that I will never love her as much as I love coffee, which is not true. So where it began, I was kind of born and raised in Granite Falls. My grandpa was a veteran, and he loved drinking coffee. Every time my brother and I would go over to his house, he would make a cup of joe. Now, when I was little, I couldn't stand it. The smell of it was good, but he had me try it a few times, and it was dreadful. It was very bitter and dark, that's what he liked. He loved bitter, dark Folgers coffee. But I think it was later on in my high school years that I began to appreciate it. My brother had a roommate in college who really loved specialty coffees. He often would buy coffees and ship them in from overseas, from like a Colombian origin, or there was a few Hawaiian coffees that he ordered, which was very expensive. When he would get those in, he would grind them up and do a pour over, and my brother invited me over to kind of dive into tasting some good specialty coffees. That was when my love for coffee began to kindle. After that, my brother and I kind of dove deep. We started ordering our own coffees every month. We had our own brewing methods. It was really funny. As we were starting to order these brewing methods, I completely took over a cabinet space because I had like 10 brewing methods at home. But we really sought to discover the best cup of coffee. So we looked into things like French press, or the Chemex, or the siphon pot, or the AeroPress, or the mocha pot. Whatever it may be, we were trying to figure out how we can make the best cup of coffee. And a lot of things come into play when you're trying to find the best cup of coffee. Things like water temperature comes into play, your grind size comes into play, of course your brewing method comes into play. But the most important thing that we began to see is that to have a really good cup of coffee, you just need really good coffee beans. Sounds obvious, but it blew our minds. So we were trying to figure out how to make this really florally, tasteful coffee, but we were using coffees from Lowe's or whatever it may be. My brother and I started ordering from a place called Hatchet up in Boone, North Carolina. They do a lot of single origin coffees, and as we were shipping these coffees in at our house, we would have taste testing nights where we would literally brew coffee for multiple hours. And I remember staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning with him, and we would try this one coffee that we got in from Hatchet with 4 or 5 different brewing methods, and we would mess with the water temperature and the grind setting and stuff like that. And so my favorite, I guess I should probably say my favorite cup of coffee at home would probably be beans from Hatchet Coffee from Boone, and I would likely do it on a Chemex, which would be a regular traditional pour over method. And I would have my grind setting from medium to medium coarse with a water temperature of around 205 degrees, just below boiling, as I'm doing this pour over to steep my coffee for 2 to 3 minutes. And so yeah, that's my love of coffee. That's where it began. Now I'm an addict and I can't get away from it. I don't think I ever will.